Namaste, angels. I'm here to do a personal reading. I'm going to begin with the cross and my Universal Love Oracle deck. The energy of love. Opening to dreams. Can be about actual dreams, as in while one is sleeping, receiving messages. Can also be about goals, wants, wishes, fantasies while one is awake. It's meditation. It can also be about 5D communication. Love is back. And miracles, of course, those bestowed on us by the universe in reward for good karma. Opening to sorrow and Mother Mary. And I had a feeling I was going to see her on this reading, which is weird. I don't know why, but I did have that feeling. Love is back. And opening to physical body. Physical body can be about the need to be vulnerable, bare, just you, true you. Opposite love with the same colors. I would say yes, it certainly means to like surrender to it, succumb to it, be vulnerable to it. Physical body, not the bottom. I'm going to cut. Answered prayer is what we come to now. So I was saying before, like a reward for karma, answer to your prayers, all that kind of thing. Is from where the miracles come. Overall energy here is Earth connection, which is very, very timely. Tomorrow's Earth Day, where we've entered the sign of Taurus, an Earth sign. And it is all about getting grounded for all of us right now, not just you. So don't feel alone. But you need to reconnect with the Earth, with the planet, with Mother Nature. This will represent you. This is the masculine's feeling sentiments right now with regard to you in relation to the union. This is himself and the union as a whole. Overall, the outcome, and then these were the other positions I had added. The witnesses to the crucifixion, the women who remained with Jesus throughout the passion, his mother, of course. Representing what the feminine, what the masculine would have the feminine surrender. What he would surrender himself. What he's willing to do, what she's willing to, what he'd like her to do. What the universe would have them both do, surrender. The goddess, very nice. This is a confident and position of surrender. It is a position of surrender. The moon is a feminine energy, and it's all about surrender. And here we have presumably a goddess, nude, bare. That's our most vulnerable position. So this is certainly a good place to be. Confident surrender. The masculine about you. Aw, isn't that sweet? Relationship. This is how he feels about you. Very nice. About himself in relation to the union. Golden memories. So maybe he's been away. Is there separation, perhaps? That's a possibility. Or maybe he's thinking of a better time. In the scenario to which he'd like to return. About the union as a whole. Blessings. Aww. He sees it as something very, near, dear to his heart and of the universe, from the universe. Overall, enchantment. He is open to both of you being like this, that succumbing to the universe, that just being open to it and allowing it to flow through you and, enchant you, take over, direct your steps, all that. Very nice. And the outcome, heaven on earth. This has to do with letting old stuff go, actually, and making way for new beginnings. So maybe he's allowing some aspects, there's memories, but maybe there's pain also. And so he's only taking the parts about, which he feels that they're golden and letting the rest go. Maybe he's letting it die. And so something new can start here as the outcome. Mother Mary um, would like you to give birth to your dreams. And so would your masculine. Yeah, be open to starting something new, which works very well with this energy of allowing something to die and something new to begin. That's what he'd like you to be willing to do. He is willing to be honest about this. That he knows that this situation is something different. This is like eternal flame kind of love, not a normal relationship. And he's ready to accept that and be that. And what the universe would have you both do is exercise some forgiveness, some compassion, maybe toward yourselves first, and then one another or anybody else that's been impactful upon you, that has been a block, that has prevented you from being able to move forward, not just in love, but in life in general. Time for forgiveness. So I'll give you a second to be able to see all your cards in case you want to stop, rewind, pause, look at them, and then we'll go on to the other spread. So going to the Angel Tarot, begin with the Page of Fire, who for me is typically a Sagittarius, but can also be a Leo or Aries, or anybody, with a real fiery, passionate energy right now that's either a part of or impactful upon the union. Outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous is the Page of Fire. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. The Page of Fire delivers you an offer. Opening to the King of Water, the King of Love and Emotion. He's trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. He's also a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or somebody, behaving in that way, taking on that energy. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice and charity work. These can both be, male or female, by the way. Doesn't matter if it says king, it could still be a female. The King of Water is back, opening to the Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. King of Water back, and over to the King of Fire, who's motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic, and like the page is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Take advice from someone creative. King of Fire back, and opening out the Nine of Fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. The Nine of Fire about, one's patience wearing thin. They're getting tired. They're not necessarily aggravated, but they're tired. They're weary. They got to keep going. That's what it's about. King of Fire back. I'll go one more. It's the Chariot with Archangel Metatron, representing the sign of Cancer or other water sign like the King of Water. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. This is about victory. This is about moving, like from place to place, home to home. This is about moving in a metaphorical sense too, moving up, moving onward, moving forward, moving away from, somebody, leaving something or someone or whatever behind. This is about travel, modes of transportation, can be about vehicles, getting a car. And essentially one is in the driver's seat when they receive this card. The Chariot back. I'm going to cut. And it's the Queen of Earth, who's thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. The Queen of Earth is a Taurus, perhaps. We've just entered Taurus. maybe a Virgo. Mercury is, which is in retrograde, is a ruler of Virgo. Um, that Mercury retrograde is in Taurus. Another reason for Taurus to show up. It can be a Capricorn too. All right. And isn't Saturn a ruler of Capricorn? That's in retrograde also. So that's another possibility. Overall energy is the three of Earth. Can be a party of three, not necessarily romantic, but it certainly can be that. Can be about work and abundance, creativity. But with regard specifically to, like, one's work, whether that is for an employer or for themselves or for the universe, like me, the boss keeping a watchful eye on you, wanting to promote you, give you a raise, give you a bonus, something like that. Um, with regard to parties of three, again, can have something to do sometimes with something, going on with another person at work. Again, not necessarily romantic, some sort of group effort, team effort, or sometimes not as pleasant. Somebody trying to steal your shine or something like that. We shall see. Should the universe want us to see what it is. And maybe this is why Mother Mary showed up before too. Maybe that there was something that went on involving a third energy or person that was hurtful, that caused pain. Maybe that's why there's a need for forgiveness. The universe wants you both to be into a position of forgiveness. Um, hmm. The Nine of Air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights, the masculine up at night, worrying. He's burdened, or burdensome as well. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. That leads to stress-related health concerns. Insomnia can as well. I mean, the two of these together, um, not necessarily good. Wow, the Three of Air in his subconscious. This man needs some rest. I feel like he needs some water, although these cards don't show the water. I feel like it, like I'm getting thirsty. Um, but something else has happened too, because that doesn't come, this kind of heartache and pain doesn't come from that. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. Feminine. And this is another three, by the way. So a situation involving a third energy or third person that was hurtful, that caused pain. And again, why there's a need for forgiveness, why Mary showed up here. Crying. Why she showed up here crying. Feminine is the Four of Water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Surrounded by the Knight of Fire, who's passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. And like the page and the king that came through here, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. And the Hermit in the feminine subconscious. The Hermit, who's a Virgo, can be another earth sign too, Taurus, Capricorn. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. Maybe learning from whatever this experience was, if you're involved in it. Crowning, the Page of Fire is back with an opportunity again. He's outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous, and comes bearing opportunities. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Speak of the devil. And here he is. It's the ego card, which is the devil. A false sense of entrapment. Okay, so maybe somebody tied to a third person. One or both. Tied to a third person. That has caused some sort of pain, or third person being involved. But feeling bound. So not just involved. feeling bound to that person. The Hermit can be a lawyer, and maybe it was something that went on at work or with somebody from work. The Devil's an earth sign also. It's Capricorn. Um, a false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things is also another possibility, but I don't think that would cause heartache and pain. And negative or fear-based thoughts. I don't think the masculine's the one that was hurt. I think the masculine's the one that caused the hurt, and that's why he's feeling burden. It's guilt. It's guilt. That's what's keeping him up at night. The fact that he may have hurt someone else. The heart of the matter. The wheel with Archangel Michael, a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. Well, the wheel can represent plenty of the signs that I've mentioned today, actually. This card, the Wheel of Fortune, because it is about fortune and karma and being rewarded, with material abundance and money and stuff because of good karma. That's all ruled by Jupiter. So this card is associated with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which I said the Page of Fire for me is usually first and foremost a Sagittarius before being a Leo or an Aries, because the Sagittarius is the most youthful of the fire signs. So the Page is, like a kid, right? Youthful. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Now, on top of that, this card in the tarot also associated with the signs of Taurus, which I've mentioned, Scorpio, which I've mentioned with the King of Water, Leo, which I've mentioned with the Knight and the King of Fire, and also Aquarius. Have not mentioned any air signs yet, but maybe there's air involved too. Somebody that's an air sign, sun, moon, or rising, and that's why we have the 9 of air and 3 of air here. At the heart of the matter, we have things getting better for this couple. I think I have a couple I'd like to clarify, but I think I'm going to see what this says about the 3 of air. It's the King of Fire. Yeah, I think that the King of Fire, the divine masculine in this scenario, is who caused this hurt. It may be to you. I'm not sure about that yet. Maybe to someone else, or he may be feeling bad about not wanting to hurt a third person. That's why it's a burden he's carrying, and it's keeping him up at night because he's uncomfortable. He's not happy. He's not happy. It's making him physically ill. Next card, of course, is upside down. So I'm going to go to the romance cards and find out more information that way. Beginning with, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And opening to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, which is kind of like what the Hermit does. Let your friends help you back. Opening now to... This is what I thought, but, I like to wait and see, get confirmation before I throw an actual third person in, and upset anyone on the other end that's watching the video. The time has come to clear your energy. Release your exes back. Opening now to past life relationship. Okay, that's the ex. It's a past life relationship. It's a relationship in your past, in this life. It's a relationship that has passed. It's time to let it go and move on. All of those things. Past life relationship is back. I'll go one more. And it's honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Also very much connected to the wheel and the Page of Fire for me. The honeymoon card, because of the honeymoon and the fact that the Jupiter retrograde ends on the same day as the honeymoon. And the honeymoon is in Sagittarius. All those connections. Which could be another reason why there's air and fire here too. Because that's what it'll be. Under the sign of Gemini, the moon in Sagittarius, the honeymoon, same day as the Jupiter retrograde ends, also connected to Sagittarius. Past life relationship is back. I'm going to cut. And you got these two 10-2. The knight's kind of like a 10-2. Because I read them like playing cards also. You know, the court cards, other than the ace, are like 10s. This is like 10, 10, 10. All things that are coming to an end. Let your friends help you. Like that heaven on earth card. Remember I said letting go of old stuff to give way for new. That can be what this whole row is about. On another note, I had started with let your friends help you and just landed on it again. And now your overall energy is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I almost pulled 2 there. But I went against it. Let's see what happens as a result. I'm going to have to presume that I was meant to go against it. Atop the 9 of air is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this may be one of the things he's sitting up thinking can't happen. Like he will not be able to get close to you because of some other thing that's occurred. Atop the 10 of fire, this big red flag that there's a health concern with the masculine here, is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. He may need to get his pressure checked too. I mean, if you're in contact with him, he may need to watch his blood pressure. But it's because of stress. It's because of stuff like the insomnia, the sitting up at night and whatnot. This feeling like he's feeling guilty, like he's hurt other people, is what's causing it. Here, atop the 3 of air, which I clarify with the king of fire, is now make the effort. So it's like to heal the situation, you have to do something other than just sit up at night worrying and upset. You got to make a move. And, you know, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You got to work to heal it. Atop the 4 of water, which cups cards, water cards can always have to do with children for me, although the 4 typically doesn't as much. I more so associate the ace, 6, and 10 with children. Here atop the 4 of water is indeed children. Your love life is being affected by children. Atop the knight of fire is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So the knight of fire, all about, you know, something sudden that's happening and you want to give attention to it. That thing is the relationship. Atop the hermit is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Maybe in part that new person is you, because the hermit is about introspection. And, you know, getting to know you, getting to like you, getting to love you. That allows you, enables you to be able to love other people. Crowning is soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. At the root, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Here atop, ego. So you got to pull away from whatever it is you're feeling bound to, tied to make time for each other. And I don't have anything here about reconciliation, you know, to say that you're separated. But you have to wait, is what this is. Worth waiting for here atop the wheel, which again is very Jupiter out of retrograde and sitting here now atop the honeymoon. I think in June, whether you're in separation or not, in June is when things will greatly improve for this union. I'm going to go now to the Ascended Master cards, beginning with Peace Offering, White Buffalo Calf Woman. Now, with Peace Offering, I'm not talking about connected to your union, your family, or whatever, but I just always have to announce that people pass away when I pull the Peace Offering card. And I hate when I have to pull it during somebody's personal reading, to be honest with you, because I still got to announce it. But it never fails. Celebrities and stuff usually. So, I don't want you to be, fearful or upset. If it's people that we know, it's usually like, like a family friend or something. Not that that's not sad too, but I just mean it's like it hasn't been anybody that's been a part of a union. So I don't want you to get fearful or anything like that. Teacher. So more of the need to learn about yourself, from yourself, here too, getting to know each other, and from the experiences that you've had, even the hurt, even the pain. This hurt, by the way, may have something to do with these children. Are these his children, not yours? Or maybe a proposed possible child. That could be something that's keeping him up at night too, until he knows what's really going on here. It's a teaching moment though. It's a learning experience. Okay. Take charge of this situation, says Moses. Don't let somebody else, pull you into anything funky. Teacher is back. I'll go one more. What I say before? This man needs some water. You might need some too, but Queen Oshun is here now to say, drink more water. The teacher's back. I'm going to cut. The power of joy is, at the end of the day, what you guys will have. I mean, I think we saw that with the first spread too, so I'm not concerned here, but I'd like to find out as much as we can about what exactly is going on. And I wish I had I'm looking now in my drawer because I was hoping that my Archangel Raphael cards would be near to see more about the masculine's health issue. Detached from drama, says Pallas Athena. Is that your overall energy? Stop getting to know each other, and the 9 of air. Cthulhu says stay focused. Okay, so get out of the clouds and out of your own head. Focus. Atop, pay attention to the red flags and the 10 of fire, which may be, something that's he may be burdened by this thing that's against his own ideals, against his own heart, against his own choices, like living or loving or both for somebody else. St. Francis says don't do that. He says follow your heart. Atop, make the effort, in the King of Fire and the 3 of Air is thought would write. Maybe writing a letter, writing a card, writing an apology, writing a Dear John letter to cut off something that's hurtful from himself, that this thing that's causing him a burden as part of detaching from drama. Like, I don't even want to see you in person anymore. I'm just going to write you this thing. Be well. And, namaste, basically. Atop children and the Four of Cups, the Four of Water, is trust with Vishnu. Um, Four of Water can be like an opportunity, an offer, maybe an offer to, to co-parent, to become parents together, either of existing children or one that you have, one that you will have, rather. I haven't seen anything about being pregnant. Atop, give your relationship a chance. It's come out of the closet with Amaterasu. So somebody perhaps not being as forthright about the situation, sort of keeping it under wraps, maybe. Atop, new love, to go along with detach from drama, is choose peace. Okay? Starting all over fresh with forgiveness, peace. Atop soulmate is listen. Soulmate and the Page of Fire. Again, this Page of Fire brings you an opportunity. I think he brings you an opportunity in June. And just keep listening to the voices, the whispers of the universe, music, all kinds of things, connections. You'll see the things, you'll see the signs. Atop, I think Ganesh is confirming for me. Atop the honeymoon card, he's saying yes. By the time of the honeymoon, he will have removed all the obstacles. That's what Lord Ganesha does. And at the heart of the matter, atop worth waiting for, Serapis Bay is kind of saying, but don't wait, go now. Now I'm a little bit confused. Let's get some further. Universal Love Oracle says that the masculine's, he's holding on to a lot of fear. That can cause, like illness too. He's unsettled. And I was seeing associated for the collective, again, with this Ten of Fire card all week, something going on in the stomach from that card. And or solar plexus. These might be things he might want to work on in order to release the fear. Maybe listening to some binaural tones that help you with with healing of the solar plexus, and or of gastritis and stuff. They have, you'd be surprised, they have meditations to listen to for just about every single thing that may help him to heal those areas and to release this fear. For you, answered prayer. So you've been asking, it is coming. That's another reason for the yes. Yes, I'm removing the obstacles. From the angels to the masculine, the Chariot's back. It's telling him to move, get moving. He will be victorious, but he needs to get moving. Important achievement, self-discipline, willpower. Self-discipline will help him with the fear too, releasing that. He may even get some public recognition. Happy home and family life for you. This card does represent children for me. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Trustworthy relationships, and you can trust the situation with the children. Trust that everything's going to be okay. Whatever it is, your spirit guiding you to go now, to continue to move forward toward peace. Toward peace. And come out of the closet. If there's anything hidden, if you're not being you, cease that immediately. Just come out and be whoever it is you are. According to you, on your terms. Maybe you need to learn who that is first, and that's why you're the hermit right now. From the romance angels to the masculine, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You may not be the type that he normally is involved with romantically, but here it is, and here it is again. Soulmate. So it is what it is. Unrequited love. So you may be the one with the ex or something. that needs to go. Maybe the other parent of your children or child. This can also be about imbalance. It can have a dual meaning. Maybe as a result of this stuff that's going on in your life, you are imbalanced. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, though, whatever this other thing is. From the Ascended Masters, masculine being guided to do him, basically. When she comes through with this, nurture yourself, and that she was sad before, probably because, she gets that way when, especially around these times, like these holidays and stuff. It's still like the Easter season, when she's like, her son sacrificed himself so that we could come into these unions and accept and live under the new covenant. And then when we don't, when we haven't yet, and that's what she'd like to see for us, it hurts her feelings, but she'll be okay. It just saddens her. But she's saying here, like, whatever's been preventing you from before, if it's going against your heart, stop it. And instead do you. Nurture yourself. Heal you. He's becoming ill for the sake of somebody else. He doesn't have to do that. Jesus already did what needed to be done for the sake of others, for our sake and the sake of others. Your divine masculine doesn't need to do anything, hurt himself for someone else's sake, is what Mary is saying. Lastly, from the Ascended Masters to you, the power of joy, because it's all going to work out in the end. The same way it started out so beautiful is the way it ends, okay? But we got some stuff to work through in the middle. I hope that you find all of this helpful and that you enjoy it. Namaste, Angel.